There was a confirmed suicide bomber in the area, traveling with another individual. We see this guy who fits the exact description, probably about 300 yards back in the crowd. They were like, we don't have the engagement authority to give you. And I was like, well, send the battalion commander up here because we're going to this guy if you don't. We had gotten intel from the Joint Operations Command and our assets coming from the JSOG assets that were out there that there was a confirmed suicide bomber in the area traveling with another individual. And they had given us the exact, they told us that they had the exact description of it. And so I'm getting this word from our intel assets, so me and a couple guys on the team, Chaz being one of them. And it might have been our whole team actually, because at one point we didn't want to leave the tower because we were just trying to help as much as we could. And our leadership was like, hey, like come off the tower for like an hour or two, like go back to the packs, fucking like chill out for a second, and then like go back. They had extra guys on the team. They had over TO team, like 8 guys or something, just like 9 guys. So some extra dudes to go up to the tower and like hold our position for an hour. And we're like, no, we're good. But they're like, just fucking go back for an hour and like decompress. And we're like, all right. So we did that, went and really just fucking grabbed some more MREs and intel. And so they're like, he's a younger individual, probably clean shaven, wearing a brown man dress with some like black outer garb of some sort and a black bag, and traveling with an older individual who is probably the guy kind of guiding him to do this. And my first reaction, I was like, how the fuck do we have an exact description of this guy? I was like, if we have an exact description of this guy and we know that he's coming to Abbey Gate, that means you have a motherfucker watching him. You have someone watching him, someone operating in the AO, or who knows where he's going to be. Why are we not stopping him before he gets to us? And we were just told the intel asset couldn't be compromised. And
unfortunately, that's the only fucking thing I agree with so far.
Yeah.
That's the only decision I agree with, because you know why? Because the intel never stops. He's an insider.
Yeah. Yeah. And
that's why.
Yeah.
It's our job to eliminate the
those hard decisions have to be made. Yep. But like, that's a great way to put it, is we're told these things so we can stop what's happening.
But our leadership denied it.
Yeah. And so we go back out to the gate. And obviously at the time, we're all kind of thinking like, for us, it's like, why the fuck wouldn't we do something? Wouldn't they do something earlier? But that's a great way to explain it. And so we go back out to the gate, and I mean, we're not that we weren't hyper vigilant before, but I mean, even more so now, and as much as we could be looking for this dude. And we let all the ground forces know, like, hey, this guy's out here. This is what he looks like. This is who he's probably going to be with. Keep an eye out. And obviously we're up in an elevated position, scanning this crowd of thousands and thousands of people. And the morning of the 26th, they sent back, what was it? Yeah, they sent like some of us back to prep our packs to bounce out of Afghanistan. They're like, hey, you guys are probably going to you need to either prep to like thermite your packs and stuff if things like get really bad and it's a hot exfil, or just make sure everything's tight, all the extra weapons and ammo and whatnot are in a good spot so someone can throw it on a bird for you if we gotta fucking get out of here quickly. So myself and one or two of the guys went back, and then early that morning, and then around, like 12 in the afternoon, around there, 12 to 1, we see this guy who fits the exact description, probably about 300 yards back in the crowd. And he's traveling with an older gentleman. This guy's the only guy that's clean shaven and is not that dirty. He's sweating a lot, but he's definitely the anomaly in the baseline. And he's wearing a brown man dress, black outer garb, like a vest or something, and a backpack or duffel bag. And we're like, man, this looks like this guy. And he was quite a ways back. And I mean, to get through that crowd, it takes all day unless, I mean, you're pretty fucking, unless you start really pushing people out of the way and fucking hurting people and stuff. Takes a few hours to get from where he was at to the base of our tower. And like, okay, fuck. We get some of the PSYOPs, the psychological operations guys, individuals, the Army guys. They come up to our tower, and we show them the pictures that we have and who he is. And I mean, this whole time he's working closer towards us, and we pass over the net like that. We've got this, this possible threat, and that we're linking up with the PSYOPs guys to get another set of eyes on him. And for us, we're like, this is the fucking guy. The PSYOPs guys are like, yeah, that's him. That's the exact fucking description that we have. Like, that's who we think it is too. And we're like, okay, cool. And so we pass over the net. That too, we're requesting engagement authority. I was spotting. Chaz was on the gun, and then someone else took over for spotting, and I was on the net. I was just on the radio, requesting engagement authority for this individual, giving them the description, getting denied. And then the counter intel guys, some counter intel individuals, they came up to our tower, and we showed them the photos as well. So now this is the third group of individuals. This is like 12 sets of eyes now on these pictures.
12 PIDs.
Yeah. And they're like, yep, that he fucking fits the description, and so does the older guys traveling with. Like, that's who we think he is too. And we're like, all right, well, that's fucking 3 separate fucking entities that think the same exact thing. Fucking Dalton, he's always got a saying like, if it walks like a duck, it acts like a duck, it's probably a fucking duck. And I passed it over the net again. Like, hey, we have confirmation for 3 separate entities. I'm requesting engagement authority on this individual. American lives are going to be at stake if he continues to fucking come up here. And we had watched him. I didn't get to portray it fully in front of Congress, but we were watching him for a couple hours, like quite a few hours, still continuously requesting engagement authority. And finally, it's like, no, engagement authority is denied. And I was like, who has it? Or we don't have the, they're like, we don't have the engagement authority to give you. And I was like, well, send the battalion commander up here, because we're going to shoot this guy if you don't.
Hey everybody, I'm Shawn Ryan. Click here to subscribe to the Shawn Ryan Show YouTube channel for the hottest and most compelling interviews that you will not see anywhere else. I've also made a playlist of all the previous SRS episodes, so they're easy to find. You can find that right here.